Hello, and welcome to Sim Sundays. How long will it take before I abandon my upload schedule completely? Nobody knows. But the clock, she does tick down. In the meantime, let's partake of a build challenge. Shall we? This one doesn't really have a snappy name that's easy and quick to say, but it is James Turner's Every Room is One Tile Bigger Than the Previous Room challenge. So basically, the first room is 1 tile, the second room is 2 tiles, the third room is 3 tiles, etc. You don't have to put them sequentially, like 1 doesn't have to go next to 2. I just happened to put them like this because it kinda worked for me. This is actually my 3rd attempt at this challenge. The first 2 times just really, I didn't vibe with the layout. The floor plan wasn't working for me. But 3rd time's the charm, I guess. The problem with this challenge is, in order to get a room big enough to put down things like a dining table and chairs or a double bed, you kind of have to put down a lot of rooms to build yourself up to that floor space level. And I think I did manage to do that. However, as you might notice just about now in the footage, I accidentally totally skipped over an 8-tile room. I had an 8-tile room, and then I changed it to an 11-tile room with the plan to put an 8-tile room somewhere else, and then I never did. I didn't even notice that until I was editing this video, so it's far too late now. You know, sometimes in life there's just things that you have to live with, and this is one of them. We have no 8-tile room in this beautiful house. Other than that, I think we did pretty well. You'll see as we continue. I actually really like the way the kids' bedrooms came out. I think they're pretty eclectic and fun, and probably a room I'd like to have if I was a child, or even right now. Windows I struggled with a lot. I think I cut most of that out, me looking through the catalog, row after row after row. Oh, and the ladder. Yeah, I didn't have space for a stairwell, and I didn't want to take up room in one of my big rooms, my precious big rooms. But thankfully we have ladders, and I did utilize one. A little strange for a family home, but then so is everything else in this build. I was kind of all over the place with this build too, just hopping around from room to room and doing like 2 things in each room before moving on, because I didn't really know what I was doing or going to do. So I apologize if it's a little hard to follow. Oh, low battery again, that's good. I don't know if you can call this the living room, as it is so very tiny. While I was building, I was more thinking of it as like a reading nook. It's got the bookshelf in there, and space for 3 people if you squeeze. So you could sit down with your friends and chat, or just read by yourself, which is a good way to pass the time. Okay, as a quiet, introverted little bean, I'm going to bid you see you later, and let you chill with the music for a while. I just simply don't have that much to say, you know? Maybe someday I'll have words, but not today. So I'll come back and give you a tour at the end of the video. There is a time jump that I'll point out to you, where I stopped recording just to kind of touch up the last few bits and bobs. So yeah, I'll be back to give you a tour at the end of the video. I'll be right back. And I'm back. How was it? Did you have fun? Okay, so let's take a look at the house at a more reasonable speed. You may notice we're at a different time of day, but that's because that's the time it was in-game. I am really feeling the way this house came out. I think it looks really nice. Yes, I did match the roof orange just because of that one bay window that had like an orange roof swatch on it. And I think it looks nice. I just put a plain wall under it so it wasn't too busy, and I think it looks good. And we have our entryway with everything you need. Coats, hats, boots. And then in the strange little hallway area, we have the cutest little hamster-themed like grow chart for a child. That one came with the cats and dogs pack, I believe. And we've got the little shoes above it because we've got 2 kids' rooms. Clearly, you know, this is a family home. Kids have grown up here. We've got this cool little shelf from the Blooming Botanicals kit, I think. And then our little 2-wide room is a hallway, another hallway beside a hallway, leading to this nice little bathroom. It's got everything you need, including my favorite item, possibly ever, but definitely for bathrooms, the little shelf from, I think, Tiny Living. And then we've got this very beautiful dining room. I struggled with it a little bit. I spent ages placing the knickknacks, and I initially had the shelves a different color, but then when I found this rug from the high school pack, I really, really liked this green color, so I wanted things to match with that more. I also found this chicken decoration, and every house needs a chicken. The kitchen's kind of small, but it does have everything you need, and I think it's pretty cute. I love putting a back door off the kitchen into the backyard for ease of access to the barbecue and stuff like that, you know? And I really love the backsplash. I think that's also from the high school pack. I used a lot of high school pack stuff in this build because I'd just recently gotten it, so you know. Then we move into the third tiny little hallway, kind of wrapped around another hallway. Also, I don't know why I made the ladder red. I forgot to mention that. I just like the way it looked. But yeah, this room is so bright and colorful. I imagine this as kind of like a child's room. A child. It's got his video game controller, his robot, his art supplies, his posters, this really, really colorful wallpaper from, take a guess, the high school pack. And then this girl's room, I imagine as like a teen girl. She's got pictures of her friends up there, all kinds of knickknacks on her shelves. She really loves pink, obviously. And then those 2 really cute light fixtures that I was talking about. And we have our tiny, tiny, tiny little reading room / living room, I guess, if you're feeling bold. If you really want to get to know your guests, that can be the room where you sit and talk. There's also a cute little fireplace in the hallway. There's nothing else to put in that nook, really. And then upstairs we have the TV watching room. I took one of these pillow piles and clipped it into the couch just to bring some red into that corner because this room has a red and blue theme, apparently. I'm pretty sure it renders that section of the couch unusable, but I don't really care. So yeah, tiny little TV watching room, and then we can go into the master bedroom. I have not play tested this, but I assume they can get around the bed. They've got a half tile. What more do they need? I really love these square shelves from Spa Day. You can see, obviously, I use them behind all of the beds. And I just think they're a great little table. They're so thin and so neutral. It's really fun to use them everywhere. And then we've got the big ol' honkin' bathroom / laundry room with its fancy tub. And we also have a tiny little balcony off the parents' room, just for a bit of gardening and art. Although fake gardening, because that planter is full of plants that you cannot interact with. And then, yeah, we've got the backyard, which you kind of saw. I didn't really cover it, apparently, but it's just got the basics. It's got a swing set for the kids. It's got a barbecue, a table, some planter boxes, the huge. So that is the build. Like, I'm pleased with myself and the build and myself. I'm gonna put it on the gallery for you. It's just I am Super Sock on the gallery. If you care to play with this very unique build. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had as much fun as I did. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, or all of the above. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!